Want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go. Go to base. Watching you go. And I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set. 30 base. Tunnels on Ringo.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Single. I got number 18. I got you, 18.
2nd and 6. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, you got 3 down.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Under 10.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
18 Gator. Look at me. Door. Hey. On the ball. Get it.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
Three down.
Three down. Check three. Check three. Check three. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
2nd and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Yep. Hey. 4 down.
Hey, Charlie.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Falcons.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
You got 3 down.
Now.
2nd and 11. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Jones. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Mike 27.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Jones has it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go for the 40. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
A 55-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. the gun on third down. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
15 yards. But it's now third down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zerline's kick is good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Five down. Stand up in. Motion.
They toss to Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Wide. Get wide. Show it up.
They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Again, it's Jones. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Watch twist.
On third down, Jackson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Ready, break.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Eyes on 10. We got heavy. Everybody scoot up.
Let's go. Let's be driven.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 56 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Second and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Go.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
6 guys.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
We own them. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, 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 kill.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Peyton Barber, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Say.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Kill. Check 9. Okay.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard
Check
line.
55 for mine. They can't hang with us. Check. He's coming. Double up. What? He's coming. Double up. Hey, check 24.
Right back to him on first down. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Ready?
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, an 80-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that in his defense?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dayon Buchanan providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles for 9 months. Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 30 base.
6, right there, 56. You.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here I come.
Blue draw Corker.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, he does it at a high level, does he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. Room here to run. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense now. Nowadays.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run it with Kamara, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Matchbox lights.
Check. He's coming.
We got double up. 6'6", bullet high.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 2-yard line.
Ready.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Running right, this is Freeman. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Watch QB drop.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. He's going to have the first down past the 20. A big run there by Freeman. 51 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
On the double. General West.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Leo. 25.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Focus, defense, focus. Check.
Greystone, Travis. Sit up.
Check.
Get it.
On third down, Freeman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Catanzaro's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 13. Check 13.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Set, cut. Touchdown. Go. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hayward. 66. Pull it. Half. 52's the mic. Man, I got you.
2nd and 6. He gets it to Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. New mic 52.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick your game up. Shit.
Second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a live ball. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and the Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown. Catanzaro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The Falcons and Saints, they aren't strangers to one another. That's no secret. They were founded 1 year apart back in the 60s. Their first meeting in 1967. And neither franchise had much success through the 70s and 80s, but boy, has that changed in recent memory. And the Falcons holding the all-time series advantage 52-48. And one of the more memorable matchups, certainly between the two teams, September of 2006. It was a reopening of the Superdome following the devastation from Hurricane Katrina the year prior. The Saints winning that one 23-3. And now they meet here in this one as part of the NFL 100 series. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Barrett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
34 yards there and a 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
It's our time. It's our time. Check. Crunch. 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 Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 26. Check 26. Check 37.
Hey, high 7.
Check 4.
Let go. Let go.
To throw on 3rd down. Barrett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Toss play, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Freeman again. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On the ready. Hey, Delta.
Check 56. Yeah, that's what I do. 56 to Mike.
Now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barrett, he's going to run. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Rush the whip. 552. Hey, they scared. They scared.
They'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm on. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2, Mike.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Topper! Hey, Haywood!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Under 10.
Hey, zoom. Get it.
Throwing here. Barrett over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Go.
Watch the pass.
Hey, seam 6.
22. I'm coming.
Big rip.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
36.
Light.
Check three.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. Freeman a 1st down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Got it.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Sam off. Weapon.
Watch the twist.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to face a third down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Hey, lock it.
Here we go. Here we go. Check your hot read.
Let's go.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Catanzaro's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Go to 60 or.
Out, 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 out.
Ready?
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
All day, baby, all day.
Hatchet.
Here's Smith. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Watch the run.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Back to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th down.
Truck. 52. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eli Apple. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Point after now from Catanzaro. And that stretches the lead to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
That one good for 24 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
At the 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch, echo. 45's the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Go. Here we go. Check, 45's the mic.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Shit.
Now back to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
And the Saints first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Zoom. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get
They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is caught. Give him 30 yards there.
Let's go.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught by Howard. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Here we go, let's bring it.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Cut, 52, right, 52. He don't know no better. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Okay, pick the edge. Go. Motion, wide motion.
2nd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. First down, Saints.
Hey, watch the slant. Rush in. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You just like
you're
one
handing
game
out.
ball?
You're handing out multiple.